Very good evening and namaskar to all. Today, Odisha State Legal Services Authority is having the inauguration of Legal Aid Defense Counsel system in 15 districts of our state in the jurisdiction of Inaugural, Malangir, Baleswar, Cuttack, Dhenkanal, Ganjam, Palahandi, Khurda, Koraput, Malkangiri, Mayurbhanj, Nuapada, Fulbani, Sambalpur and Sundargarh. On behalf of Odisha State Legal Service Authority, I, Smruti Ranjan Mahapatra, Deputy Secretary, Odisha State Legal Service Authority, welcome you all to this inaugural program. On this momentous occasion, it is indeed the proud privilege of Odisha State Legal Service Authority to have with us Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Patroning Chief, Odisha State Legal Service Authority. May I now seek the permission of the Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice of High Court of Orissa, Patroning Chief, Odisha State Legal Service Authority, to kindly declare the event as open, my Lord.
Yes, please.
Thank you, my Lord. The event is declared open. In strengthening and making legal services more professional, National Legal Services Authority thought of adopting another legal aid delivery-based model, that is Legal Aid Defense Counsel system, for providing legal aid in criminal matters on the lines of public defender system. So, may I humbly request Sri Sudipta Acharya, Member Secretary, Odisha State Legal Services Authority, kindly render his welcome address to this August gathering.
Namaskar and very good evening to everyone. Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, Chief Justice and Patron Chief of the State Legal Service Authority, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Orissa, respected officers of the Registry, respected Registrar General and other officers of the Registry of the High Court of Orissa, respected officers of the Odisha Judicial Academy, Cuttack, esteemed district judges and judicial officers of the districts where the LADCS is going to be open, respected President, Secretary and other officers of the Bar Association of 15 districts of Odisha, and the newly selected LADCS Council, other dignitary and members of press and electronic media. It is my extreme privilege to have this opportunity to extend a warm welcome today on this occasion of inauguration of LADCS office in the district of Inaugural, Balangir, Baleswar, Cuttack, Dhenkanal, Ganjam, Palahandi, Koraput, Khurda, Malkangiri, Mayurbhanj, Nuapada, Fulbani, Sambalpur and Sundargarh. On this significant event, it is our privilege to have with us Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, Chief Justice and Patron Chief of Odisha State Legal Services Association, who has given his kind consent to inaugurate offices of the LADCS in 15 districts of Odisha. My Lord, I express my heartfelt welcome to your Lordships. I also express my heartfelt welcome to the Honorable Judges of High Court of Orissa, and I also express my heartfelt welcome to the esteemed Registrar General, High Court of Orissa and officers of Registry. I welcome esteemed Director and officers of Odisha Judicial Academy. I also welcome the esteemed district judges and judicial officers of 15 districts of Odisha who have joined this event through virtual mode. I also welcome the President, Secretary and other office bearers of the Bar Association. I welcome members of press and electronic media and team of live streaming. Legal Aid Defense Counsel system involves full-time engagement of lawyers with support system. Legal Aid Defense Counsel office shall be dealing exclusively with legal aid cases in criminal matter. It shall provide legal services from the early stages of criminal justice till appellate stage, and the same shall include visit to jails for catering the legal needs of unrepresented inmates. The advantage of Legal Aid Defense Counsel system includes increase in availability and accessibility of legal aid, effective and efficiently representation by experienced lawyers, timely and lively client consultation, effective monitoring and mentoring of legal aid cases, professional management of legal aid work in criminal matters, enhanced responsiveness leading to updating of legal aid seekers about the progress of their case. The prime objective of Legal Aid Defense Counsel system are to provide qualitative and competent legal services in criminal matters to eligible persons and to manage and implement legal aid system in a professional manner in criminal cases, with the hope that the Legal Aid Defense Counsels would make their every efforts to realize the very objective of this system and to stand as a defender of constitutional and fundamental rights of the arrestee, UTP, and the convict person. I conclude my welcome address. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. May I have the honor to request Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Patron-in-Chief of Orissa Legal Services Authority, to inaugurate the LADCS office in 15 districts of Odisha by unveiling the plaque in virtual mode. My Lord. Thank you, my Lord. May I have the permission of your Lordship to play a short video of the Office of Legal Aid Defense Counsel? My Lord.
Yes, please.
I request Sri Satya Prakash Rai Chaudhary, Central Project Coordinator, High Court of Odisha, to play the video. Thank you. May I have the privilege to request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice, High Court of Odisha, Patron-in-Chief of Odisha State Legal Services Authority, to deliver the inaugural address. My Lord.
Pranam. A very warm good evening to everyone present here. My esteemed colleagues who are present here, Justice Sashikant Mishra, Justice Aditya Mahapatra, Justice Narsingh, Justice Raman, Justice Sanjay Mishra, Justice Gauri Shankar Satpathy, all the learned district judges and the secretaries of the DLSAs who are present online, all the esteemed judicial officers, the esteemed members of the bar present in all the districts, the secretary of the State Legal Services Authority, Shri Acharya, his entire team, all the staff, and of course, the team, the IT team present here, which is facilitating this entire event, led by the CPC, the Registrar General and the officers of the registry. Ladies and gentlemen, today for the Odisha State Legal Services Authority, an important milestone has been achieved with the inaugural of the Legal Aid Defense Counsel offices in 15 districts in Odisha simultaneously. This is a flagship scheme of the National Legal Services Authority, which was started on a pilot basis in 17 states, which included Odisha. This was a project in the making, and for quite some time now, we've had legal aid defense counsels appointed in some of the districts. But I think we have formalized this whole arrangement today by having these offices inaugurated in the court premises. I must, to begin with, compliment all the district judges who are also the chairpersons of the district legal services authorities and the secretaries of the DLSAs on excellent arrangement made in the respective districts to have proper cabins allocated for the various officers. That is the Chief Legal Aid Defense Counsel, the Deputy Chief Legal Aid Counsel, the Assistant Legal Aid Defense Counsel, clerks, office assistants. We were very impressed to see on the video the excellent arrangements made in each of the districts. This infrastructure is absolutely essential because in each of these court complexes, and in particular, these legal aid offices, we will be dealing with members of the public, and many of them coming in states of distress, desperately needing legal assistance. We need to remind ourselves in every one of these moments that we are discharging a public function, where we are helping people of Orissa to realize the dream of access to justice under the Constitution of India. They come to the courts with perhaps very negative feelings, with apprehensions, wondering whether they will in fact get justice. But this is the assurance held out to them that they will have their day in court, that they will not be denied quality legal assistance. More importantly, these are legal aid offices where counseling services are provided. People may come with various kinds of problems, perhaps problems not even related to the court system, to the legal system. But nobody gets turned away. Even if somebody has a problem with not receiving the benefit under a welfare scheme of the state, the expectation is that the Legal Aid Defense Counsel will refer the person to the place where the person has to go for such relief. The point I'm trying to make is our offices in the legal aid system, including the offices that we've opened today, have to be people friendly, have to have the ability to listen to what people say in whatever language they speak, and whether they're able to properly articulate or not. We have to be extremely patient. We have to be courteous. We have to be welcoming. Earlier, the court system was viewed as a place where people who get into trouble come to get into more trouble. There was a negative perception of the courts. We are slowly changing that negative perception. We are making our court complexes more friendly for the people. But we should not be sanguine that everyone who visits the court is having a good day in the court. It's far from the truth. At least half of the population which visits the court must be going away disappointed. I think there can be no doubt about that. This is because of various factors, not particularly related to only how judges and lawyers conduct themselves, but generally how the system is ordered. It has a way of excluding people and treating them as what they are, as a complainant, as a witness, as an accused, very often forgetting that they're actually human beings. In our legal aid offices, the expectation is that we adopt a different approach. Every person matters. Every person needs help. Every person needs counseling. People may be under a misapprehension of what they can and cannot get from the legal system. It is our job to actually educate them about their rights, about their responsibilities, about the roles that the state plays, the police plays, that the lawyers play, that the courts play. We have to make them understand that this system works for the people. So this is a greater affirmation, I would think, of affirmation of the courts as a public institution. And what better opportunity than for judicial officers and lawyers who will be in charge of these legal aid offices to tell people that courts are not necessarily negative places where you have bitter experiences, but where we go away feeling that you matter and that your problem will be looked into. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the lawyers to give back to society, to remove the negative perception about law, about the legal system, about courts, and about the legal profession as a whole. A great responsibility lies on all of us to make the system work for the people. These legal aid officers will probably function beyond the regular hours of the court and be dealing with problems maybe far more complex than otherwise dealt with in courts. And like I said earlier, maybe dealing with problems not necessarily related to courts, but these will be friendly places where a person who comes into these offices should not go away disappointed or frustrated. That is the promise we hold out today. That is the kind of pledge we need to take today when we open these offices for the public. I'm very happy that the Orissa Legal Services Authority has taken this very monumental step. Justice Talapatra, who was to be here with all of us, is down with COVID, and we wish him speedy recovery. And that's why he's not able to participate even online, although he was hoping that he could participate online today. But he's clear that the remaining task of opening the Legal Aid Defense Council offices in the remaining districts will be taken up and will be achieved in a very short while. Wishing all these officers great success, wishing the lawyers who have been selected to man these offices success. I take leave. Jai Hind.
We are very much grateful to His Lordship for the kind words and suggestions to make Legal Aid Defense Council system more effective and useful. Thank you, my Lord. We express our heartfelt gratitude and profound thanks to our Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa and Patron-in-Chief, Orissa State Legal Service Authority, for giving his kind consent to inaugurate the LADCS office in 15 districts of Orissa. We are grateful to His Lordship for enlightening about the very essence of legal aid and highlighting the role of Legal Aid Defense Council in protecting the constitutional and fundamental right of a UTP, and for His Lordship's valuable thoughts and insightful words, which would indeed inspire our Legal Aid Defense Council in 15 districts. We express our heartfelt gratitude and profound thanks to Honorable Sri Justice S. Talapatra, Judge, High Court of Odisha, and Executive Chairman, Odisha State Legal Service Authority, for His Lordship's kind guidance, which led to successfully establishing LADCS office in 15 districts. We are immensely grateful to Honorable Judges of High Court of Orissa for gracing the occasion by sparing their valuable time to be with us and encouraging Legal Aid Defense Council in 15 districts by their benevolent presence. We express our heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed Registrar General and Officer of the Registry of High Court of Orissa, and especially CPC and his team for extending much needed support in organizing this inaugural function. We express our heartfelt gratitude to esteemed district judges and judicial officers of Anugul, Balangir, Baleshwar, Cuttack, Dhenkanal, Ganjam, Kalahandi, Koraput, Khurda, Malkangiri, Mayurbhanj, Nuapada, Fulbani, Sambalpur, and Sundargarh, who have joined this event through virtual mode. We are also grateful to the Additional Director and officers of Odisha Judicial Academy for their precious presence. We are also thankful to the presidents, secretaries, and other office bearers of Bar Association of 15 districts of Odisha and the Legal Aid Defense Councils for their kind presence and support in opening of LADCS office. We are also thankful to the members of press and electronic media and the team of live streaming for their support in disseminating the thoughts of this inaugural function beyond the four corners of this conference hall. May I now seek the permission of the Honorable Chair to declare the function closed.
Yes, please.
The function is declared closed.